frightening.
Let me tell you something here. There's no cutting. This is all.
Are we live?
Yes, we're
We're live to the world.
I'm
Oh,
live.
I'm
don't
just
listen
kidding.
to him.
I'm like, I'm all.
We're just
Okay,
being
okay.
recorded.
My name is Jane Cross. This is, I guess, season 2 of Jane Remember the Name. And I'm Jane. This is, what's your name, honey? Our name is Justice. We did have Liberty, but I had to put her down. I'm a dog lover. It was terrible. So it was Liberty and Justice, and I was for all. But this is Justice. Obviously, she thinks she's the talent too. So, and I'm going to go around the room, and I'm going to go over to Mike. Mike, over here. Wave, Mike. Oh, there he is.
Hello.
Hi. And do I introduce him or do...
Well, if you want to.
Well,
if he's important.
he is important.
Well, then.
Well,
Okay, you're important. No, you've been important.
oh, thank you.
You've been through a lot with me.
A lot.
A lot. He thinks I've tried to kill him a couple of times, but it's not true.
Oh, I didn't think you tried to kill me. You just put me in situations where I was going to die.
Well, no, we weren't going to die. I keep telling him
Almost,
we weren't going to die.
almost, yes.
Anyway, this is Mike. I've known you since what? College?
48 years.
Holy Batman. That's a lot of damn years.
That's what I said.
That's older than me.
Yeah. Oh, nice try.
Nice try anyway. Okay. And then this is Celeste. Celeste, I haven't known you that long, but I feel like I've known you forever. You got me into the FBI building.
I did.
You did. We had some, and he helped follow up with the FBI with guns, but that's a whole other story.
Thank you, Mike, for your service.
And look, and Josh is on set, but he doesn't say anything but no. Okay, what do you say? Say something. No.
No.
No. What?
Blow kisses to Josh, everybody.
Anyway, he's. You have no idea how crazy this is. This is our first attempt at whatever this is as a podcast. And I will introduce you to Sean. Sean, are you on camera?
No, but
No.
my voice is.
Oh, his voice is because he is the mighty and the powerful Oz.
Exactly.
He is behind the camera. I am Oz, the great and powerful. I am more like the scarecrow. You can be
Do I need to sing the song?
no, and then you can be the Tin Man,
Thanks.
and then you're what was the other one?
Cowardly Lion.
The Cowardly Lion. You're not the Cowardly Lion.
She should be the Tin Man. I'll be the Cowardly Lion.
Right.
She could be Glenda.
Oh, you're
Oh, I could be the witch.
yeah. Do you want to be the good witch or the bad witch?
I will be the good witch.
Oh, she'll be Glenda. Boring. Well, at least she's not green like Wicked is now. But I have green balls. Everybody know. Look at the green balls. Green balls. Anyway, I went to a Rotary party, and it was a really good party. And then there were some red balls laying on the couches. And, of course, I picked them up, and I watched Whose Line Is It Anyway? You ever watch Whose Line Is It Anyway? And they have all these props. And so I picked these up, and I used them as props. So one of them was like, I should have done it this way because this would have been nipples, but I didn't. I did it this way. And so I, did them this way. And then I stood up, and then I was standing in the picture like this but they were red. And so I had red balls, and somebody goes, "Hey, nice balls." I said, "Well, I usually have the biggest ones in the room anyway, so it doesn't really matter."
So this turned from PG to X very quickly.
This is not an X ball. I mean, that's funny. It's not.
It's funny. Because you're doing it.
If you were doing it,
It would not be funny. It would be distasteful.
well, because you don't need to show your balls because then that would
Thank
be.
you. That was not in my plan.
Cue in Alec Baldwin.
Yeah, right. Anyway, oh my God, I'm hot. I'm hot now.
Maybe that's
Goals.
why.
What? No, I don't think you don't have heat coming out of
No,
it.
I didn't turn the heat up.
Oh my God, I'm gonna have to take my clothes. I'll take my tree off. Maybe it'll make me less hot.
Oh my.
I know. Okay, so Sean, what were we going to talk about today?
Whatever you want to talk about.
I know, but you said you had some kind of program.
There's no program.
No.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What do
Okay.
you want to talk about? We can talk about anything.
Well, since this is the
No,
first
I
one,
do have things planned, but I'm going to let you.
Drive the narrative here.
I'm going to let you talk and you do your thing, and then I'll interrupt you every once in a while with the thing you guys have to do.
He's gonna make us do push-ups and squats.
And make sure, lower your mic more.
Lower my
Like,
mic more.
your mic's, it's getting squeezed in between your face, so put it somewhere. There, that's good.
Is this better?
Yeah, that's better.
Between the soldiers?
Yes.
No, nutcrackers. Well, speaking of nutcrackers, Mike, what would you like to talk about?
Definitely not nutcracker.
You don't like that nutcracker. It's because you're a manly man.
We can talk about the weather. It's been nice.
No, it hasn't.
It's been great. It's been cool.
Is that why we have this on?
It's an illusion. It's not really there.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to introduce Celeste. This is Celeste, and
No.
That's Josh.
We did that already, I think.
did we do?
Yeah.
Where was I?
You were the one introducing her.
Yeah, you did it.
Yeah.
Are we going to
And
have
you
to
did a
put
beautiful
you
job, too.
back?
Well, thank you.
Yeah, that was excellent. Thank you. So,
Okay, but Celeste, what did you do for a while? I mean, you were with the RNC.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
what was your job? What do you do now?
My job was election integrity, being part of the presidential election, making sure that there was no election fraud going on, and securing the 2024 win of our president, Donald J. Trump.
So, and that was really fun, but you were exhausted.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
You don't look as exhausted, and your husband has just recovered.
He's in recovery. Praise God.
Yeah, he's in recovery because he had something really wrong.
He had a tumor in his nerve that was basically eating up his vertebrae, and it was in the nerve so big, the size of a golf ball, that spread into his lung, ate his vertebrae. So he ended up getting a spinal fusion, and so he's been recovering from that. Typical man, give him some rules to follow and stay in bed. Nope, you cannot keep that guy in bed. You cannot keep him down. But we are happy he's walking around.
I know. He came to Rotary. Celeste and I are in Rotary together. And so when they came in, they gave him a
Standing, yeah.
yeah, they stand. It was really nice. So Mike, what do you do? That's enough. Okay.
Mike's like, Mike, let's talk about what you do as a profession.
well, I've recently partially retired, but I was working in the oil field. And
Let me see your fingernails. No, I'm
most
just
of-
kidding.
Yeah. Most of the time I was driving a forklift, which was kind of funny because I have 4 university degrees, and so I was the most educated forklift driver in Texas.
Well, that just goes to show you that degrees don't mean a damn thing.
Not a thing. They're just paper. I was a wildlife biologist before, and I was a practicing chiropractor before. I worked in the steel mills in Pennsylvania, and just done a whole bunch of different things. So, oil and gas industry is a very interesting place to work. It's a crazy place to work. It's a dangerous place to work, but everybody who works there makes a whole lot of
And
money.
gee, oil and gas. Don't they have to make Teslas with oil and gas?
There's 6,000 products. 6,000 products that you use every single day that's made from hydrocarbons. So that's the oil.
Yeah.
So
And
it's
so how
important.
many of those are in a Tesla?
Well, everything plastic, everything, the battery, the tires, everything. A lot of it. But there's nothing wrong with electric vehicles as long as everybody understands that you got to have oil to have electric vehicles. So, as long
Now,
as they understand
to
you need
Sean's
oil.
credit, he does understand that.
Yeah, it's okay.
Of course. I don't care about the environment.
It really doesn't have much to do with the environment. That's what's so ridiculous.
Sean's car farts. Because, they can make Teslas fart. It sings Christmas carols. What else did you make it do?
It can dance. It can.
It's just a rolling computer.
Well, it can drive me anywhere. I just
What it does
take
is
me to Jane's house.
he's driving his cell phone.
It's-
Is what he told me.
Yeah, so is it self-driving?
Yeah, that's why I would never put Jane in the driver's seat
Why? Because
because you can't work your cell phone. I don't want you to try to work one on wheels.
I take that as a challenge.
I know you do.
Yeah, bring me that damn car. No, I'm just kidding. No.
I think Jane should get a Cybertruck. That way.
Oh, nay.
Yeah,
nay,
because then you-
because some rodent will think it's a trash can and try to get
Well,
in
the
it. I'm
thing
not
is
doing
you
that.
won't be able to see anybody. You could just drive right over them.
You know, my husband tells me that all the time.
What?
Just drive right over.
He's like, you just drive right over people all the time. I'm like, no, I don't. The kids were talking about getting an RV yesterday, and he's like, well, your mom can't drive it. I was like, I can drive an 18-wheeler. He's like, yeah, what? You just clear the road? He's like, you call people and tell them don't get on the road today? Yes. I call people, please
Yes.
don't get on the road when I'm driving.
Yes.
Well, I've never been in the car. Well, I have been in a car with you, but not when it was moving. It was stationary.
You still weren't as safe as you might have thought you were, but nevertheless.
Now, the horrible driver is my mom. She's really.
Why are women bad
Really
drivers?
bad.
They're not.
That's what I wondered.
Why do men say women are bad drivers?
Statistically, women are better drivers.
I think so. I think we're
No,
faster.
statistically
Really?
they are.
Yes.
I don't believe that
I don't know why I have a
statistic.
bumper sticker that says "Women drivers, no survivors." Then
That's not. No,
That
that's
cannot be true.
Oh, no. That is not true. It is statistically proven women are better drivers. Why
Where's
is
the
it?
statistic?
and they're better fighter pilots also.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I'll take that one.
Okay.
Are they really?
Yes.
He would know that because he has friends that are low friends in high places. And I know people that know low friends in high places. And I don't consider myself a low friend in a high place, but I'm sure some people
Well,
do.
let me just say this. I think men are better at cooking.
Oh, at
Men are
cooking?
better at cooking. Yeah, I've never been around a woman that could cook very well.
Are you married?
No, and my mom.
Uh-oh, that was...
Kato.
Cato's in the back. Excuse me. She does make a mean
Okay,
macaroni.
but I grew up with my mom's cooking, which was not good.
Is your mom listening to this show?
She probably will never see it, but I've told it to her before. So, but I'm traumatized from my mom because she used to make these things called pigs in a blanket, and not
Yes.
the ones with the little sausages
Don't,
and the bread around them. These were hamburger steak wrapped in bacon. It's a Norwegian thing, I guess, because she's from Minnesota. But and then you boil
That's
them.
not a pig in a blanket.
That's what they call it. But you put them in gravy, and then you put toothpicks in them. And I think I was like 13, and she stuck the toothpick in so far down that I couldn't see it. She didn't take it out, and I swallowed a toothpick. So I'm traumatized. I don't eat her food anymore at all.
So Thanksgiving's really tough for you, isn't it? When you go
Well,
to
no,
her
I'm the
house?
one that cooks everything.
Oh, okay. Josh cooks. Mike cooks.
That's what I said.
I got him in big time trouble cooking one time for my dad's birthday.
Yes. There's only going to be about 20 people. There was 80 people, and we were cooking chicken on a very small grill.
It was
When
it was
going
what
to be 20 people. It was doable. When it got to be 80 people, it was a nightmare. But we did it.
And I mean you didn't get to eat any of the chicken.
No.
No, my dad was turning what 85, 86? 85, and I sent out 75 invitations for an 85-year-old. Okay, let me tell you, the older you get, the more people that show up. Did you know that?
No, ma'am.
It was true.
I'm telling you, I guess because if you send them out to older people, and I'm church asked me, "Are you old today?" I doubt it. Anyway, but the older population, if they get invited somewhere, I guess they think this could be the last time they get invited anywhere, so they jump in the car and they haul butt, whether they can see it at night or not.
And it was Tom Cross.
And it was my dad, Tom Cross.
So he was very popular. A lot of people knew him, and he was very well respected.
And so out of the 75 invites that I sent, 73 of the 75 showed up with people.
And
Wow.
some other people just showed up.
Well, we were having a party after, we had a party after that, because I always had big parties. And that was pretty funny. And so, but Mike was in there, and him and this guy, the guy Jimmy Davis, they were back there cooking. And of all the things to cook, you know how long it takes chicken to finish cooking?
Yeah.
It takes freaking forever. You never have chicken at a party, ever.
And we didn't expect it. Or, we would have butterflied them so they would cook faster and so, well, it's only going to be 20 people, Mike. It'll be fine.
That's what I used to tell. That's what I always tell him. Don't worry.
It'll be fine.
Don't worry.
Famous last words more than once.
Don't worry. It'll be fine.
Water's pouring in the back of the boat. Don't worry. It'll be
We'll
fine.
be fine. Don't worry. We're not going to die. We're going to die. We're not going to die. So, anyway, so my dad showed up and he was very, very happy that all these people showed up. And I had just put in that sod in my yard. I lived down the road here. And I just put sod in my yard. And one of the older gentlemen decided that he needed to park closer, and he just drove through the sod. And I mean, there were ruts this big. And I was like, oh.
I know I learned some new cuss words after that because I had never heard some of the ones you were using.
Oh, how rude. Anyway, but he was, and you don't go and yell at a guy, an older man. No. And so I went, oh, I'm so glad you're here, Mr. George. I'm so glad you're here. So that was the scoop there. So my poor daddy, he was so cute. He is still cute. Well, he's dead, but he's still cute. Anyway, but he taught me a lot of things. I've told it on my little, my YouTube channel. I talked about our
driving him around.
Driving him around, and this was it's worthy to tell again because you're here now. When we used to go water skiing all the time, right? At least 4 times a week.
At least.
On the Rio Grande River?
Oh, yeah.
On the Rio Grande River.
What was that like?
It was fabulous.
That was great.
It was absolutely fabulous. There were people there on the weekend all the time. It was.
My dad said the river used to be clear.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty.
Semi.
No, it was. Well, you had to ski around a dead cow or a pig once in a while, but it was minor. You
No
just.
illegal activity?
Well, you didn't bother anybody. We saw a couple of people that had
people.
guns in their thing, but you just said "hola" and you skied on by, and you didn't go across to the other side. If your ski went over there, you went and picked up your ski, and then you got out of there. We were smart, and but forgot what I was talking about. Oh, anyway, so I had this boat, and so I was going to get it ready for ski season, which is all the time, and I had my friend Kathy Baker, may she rest in peace, and so we went to the boat place in Farr, which I can't remember what it is, but it doesn't matter. And I said, okay, Bob or whoever you are, please, just do my boat checkup, and I'll be back later. And this man goes, I am sorry, Jane. We can't work on your boat anymore. And I said, what? And he said, no, your mother called. My mother, who never paid a bill in her life, never did anything, nothing. She did nothing. Zero. Nada. And she said, your mother called and said that your dad's been declared incompetent and that she's in charge of everything. Oh my God. I went ballistic. I was so angry. First of all, because mother didn't do shit, as you know. Okay,
She did spend a lot of money on stuff she didn't need.
Yeah, she would go to Johnson's Rope, where you saw that, and buy the bales of clothes, the cotton bales.
She would give them a check and say, tell me when I run out of money. And then she would pick up all
These bales of clothes. Okay, so now I'm livid, and I was so mad. The saying is, you're so mad you can't see. That's true. Have you ever been that mad?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've been that mad once. Have you ever been that mad? It's true. You are so angry that your vision blurs and you cannot see. You're so angry. So I had Kathy drive me home, and I said, don't worry about it. I'll pay for the boat. Just fix my boat. So I came home. Were you at my house?
I think so. I was waiting on you for you to get back. Because we were going to go pick up your dad and take him riding around.
Is that what we were going to do?
Yeah, because we did that pretty often.
Yeah, anyway, so I come back and I'm livid and I can't see it. I don't remember how you found out what happened. maybe Kathy told you or I told you.
Or you were just complaining about it when you walked through the door.
And I mean, running into things because I couldn't see.
Yeah.
So he gets in the car, and we go pick up my dad, which is just right up the road.
I'm driving. Tom gets in the front. Mr. Tom gets in the front. Jane gets in the back.
And I'm going, and I am. It is like a chipmunk on steroids. I'm. How dare you do this? I can't believe it. Would you? It's your fault that mother's like this. And I can't believe it. She said you were incompetent. And you know, Mike's driving, and he knows that I'm like out of control. Me, I've never been out of control, but he knew. He knew I was out of control.
Hardly ever happened.
It hardly ever happened. I can see you laughing, Josh. Anyway,
No.
and so Mike's sitting there driving, and my dad, he's turned like this. He's turned like this, and I'm sitting over here, and my fingernails are on. I am living. I can't believe it. Mother did this to you. And he goes. He just looks at me, right? Are you done, Janie? And then something like, he goes, well, you know I love you. I mean, that was his answer. You know I love you. I said, this has nothing to do with love. And that really set me free, okay? It has everything to do with love. It was awful. It was a horrible.
For the record, this is not sound play or anything. This is actually words coming out of her mouth. For the record.
It's a great turkey sound.
Great turkey.
Yeah.
I do a turkey. Okay, well, fast forward through the turkey. And so I'm so upset. And he goes, you know I love you, Janie. This has nothing to do with it. And he goes, it has everything to do with love. And then he looks at me and he says, you know, Janie, she's crazy. Handle it.
I almost ran off the road. It was so funny.
And that really set me free. I'm like, and he hits Mike. He goes, take me home. And he turns around. I'll never forget. He just hits Mike. He goes, take me home. And I'm like, livid. I am livid. I don't even know how we got back home. I don't remember dropping him off. I don't remember anything about it. You know she's crazy. Handle it. Not, oh, you poor little girl.
Oh, that wasn't going to be.
No, I mean, it wasn't you poor, my little angel. No.
But did you get your boat fixed?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's the moral of the story.
The moral of the story is
The deal is, we never said, Jane, your mom's crazy, or anything like that. We all knew she was crazy, but we didn't say it. And then I'm sitting there, and Mr. Tom says it. And I'm like, oh, I knew I wasn't the only one that knew she was crazy. Her husband knows she's crazy.
Yeah, because she would, the more people that came around, the less clothes she has on.
Yeah.
You shut up. Because Josh always, because I come out and I'll wear a long t-shirt, and he'll go, you lost your pants. I'm like, I haven't lost my pants. My t-shirt's long. It's okay. Anyway, but, it's just nuts. So, but Mother was
You wear muumuus?
No.
thank you, Kondo. No moon.
Just a long t-shirt.
Just a long t-shirt with
No
undies.
is it like, rock and roll?
I have several. It's been a lot of places I've been.
How long are the t-shirts?
Is this like a t-shirt?
Well, we're just kind of getting the backstory of Jane Cross here. It's like interesting.
Yeah, like-
Jane Cross goes to bed in like a rock and roll, Beatles,
Foreigner.
Okay, great.
And I do have a Beatles, I do have one that says The Cave, where they first played in Liverpool. I have a t-shirt from there.
You were
And I
there
read
for
it.
that one?
No, it was in the 60s. I was like, 3. No.
Sorry.
No.
I brought you a 3X.
Huh?
I brought you the 3X.
Oh, yeah, you brought me a 3X. Gato brings me these wonderful
Aw.
t-shirts that I sleep in and stuff. But, I have a bunch of them that I sleep in.
So how many people would you say you need to come over and then things start coming off?
Depends on who you are.
Yeah, but like 1 to 5, you don't wear socks.
You ever some tequila? Poor Josh is like dying over there.
You're 5 to 10, you forget to put on a bra.
Josh is gasping for air. No, and the more people are around now.
The more clothes
Am I
get.
red? Am I turning red? I feel like I'm just like on
I'm
fire.
red.
Hot there. around
I
the cheeks,
am.
yeah.
I am getting warm. What is it? How many people are here? 3, 6.
Are you wearing a bra today?
I am
Okay.
to hold them up.
I thought this was a PG show.
No, this is not a
Changed a long time ago with the balls.
Yeah, I don't mind innuendos and things like that. I don't like vulgarity. You know, I'm not vulgar.
She's classy.
Yes, I'm a classy hoe. Is Josh
I
like?
hope that ends up on the cutting room floor.
No, never.
These are gonna make great clips for TikTok.
I'm a classy hoe with my nutcrackers.
That's definitely gonna be a TikTok clip. Right?
Is it right there?
You know, my goal is to get your whatever clip I upload turned into a sound, so then people use that sound millions of times on TikTok over their own videos. That's what I'm trying to do.
I don't even know what that means.
I know you don't, but you will.
Going viral.
Yeah,
Or we
you're
can
gonna
make
go viral.
memes out of you too, Jane.
Yeah, see, that's my plan. I'm gonna make a lot of memes out
The
of Jane.
kids love memes right
They
now.
What, baby? What,
She
baby?
wants something.
She just wants to be part of the action. That's all. You know?
Okay, so now we're gonna do that thing that I said we're gonna do.
Okay.
Okay. What are you?
I can't even look at you. Come on.
Why?
Okay.
Okay.
Well, here.
This is a section.
Excuse me.
This is a section of the show
Okay.
called "Am I the Asshole?" And we're gonna do one every.
Excuse me.
Every show.
Me, my best.
So basically, people on Reddit, there's this thread, and it's called "Am I the Asshole?" And they tell stories, and you're supposed to read the story, and then you say "not the asshole" or "the asshole," or maybe yes.
Thank you. Now, also, I do want people to ask me questions.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
We're not
set
there
that
yet?
up. We're not there yet, but we will.
Because
Can we ask Jane questions?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can ask me a question. I can't even look at you because
I
I
have
just
so many questions. I've been holding on to for years.
This is your time, Mike.
And
can't.
we're even gonna get people to call in.
Ooh.
Well,
Let's have
Yeah.
Trisha call in and ask questions.
she just says, just don't ever tell her no. That's her. Josh tells me no, and Trisha says, just don't say no to her because it's not going to work. You're going to do it anyway.
True story.
Hence, I'm here.
Yeah.
You were. As soon as I said podcast, she said your name.
Oh,
Oh.
how about that?
Yeah. Because how old were we supposed to be if we were going to get married if nobody else?
Whoa! I have a question.
Okay.
I have a question.
All right.
What is the dynamic between the both of you?
We have been friends for just a long time. We met in college.
This is a great story. Go ahead. This is fabulous.
A couple of the guys that I met at school in weightlifting class came over and they were recruiting
Notice
me.
how he said weightlifting.
Well, that's where I met them.
Yeah. Weightlifting.
In weightlifting, yeah, Mike Irby. And they came over to the house. They were recruiting me for a fraternity at Pan Am.
Which one?
Teams.
Teach, yeah.
My father-in-law.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
His father-in-law was a teacher.
And so I invited them over to the house because we had a pool table and they came over to shoot pool. And one of them was, were you married to Mike then? You were married to Mike, right?
I think. It doesn't matter.
Another Mike. There was a bunch of us Mikes.
There was a bunch of Mikes.
She likes Mike.
No, it became a joke because it would be Jane, Mike, and Mike.
Yeah.
And that's no kidding.
Is it Mike Rissica in there? Or which
No,
one's-
we don't talk about him. There was Mike Donnell, which was Thule,
Yeah.
and then Mike Irby, which was Herb,
Right.
and then Mike Melton, which was ML,
Yeah.
which is the one I married. And then what were you?
Just Mike.
Oh, he was just Mike.
I was just
Okay.
Mike. Just Mike. So anyway, they came over to the house and they brought her, and she was acting crazy because that's the way she is. And I had given her a Dr. Pepper, and she started acting crazy. And I was like, okay, no more Dr. Pepper for you. This is, I don't know what the deal is, but no more. And so from that point on, we were instant friends because she thought that was hilarious.
Yes.
And then I've gone every place with. She had girlfriends and hung around with her. And I guess I was one of those at some point in time because all of us went around together. It
Yeah.
was you and me and Kathy.
We never slept together.
No,
Did you ever
no,
hook him up with your friends?
No, I was able to get my own dates. Thanks.
Well, you did get kicked out of my house,
What did you do, Mike?
Well, there was 3 girls.
and he was
there.
sleeping with all 3 of them. And so
No, only 2.
Oh, Mike, wait a minute.
yeah, look, he's trying to get.
What,
It
Mike?
wasn't my idea.
In the same household.
I just liked one of them.
Homeschool. Did somebody say homeschool?
I said in the same
Say my
household.
house.
Oh, household.
Yeah, well,
You could
I
have
was
been
the one that
homeschooled.
was getting homeschooled. Anyway, the third one, because the other 2 were getting a little,
Pissy.
told me I wasn't allowed to come back because, and Jane was up in, where were you? At Stephen F. Austin, yeah.
No,
Where were you?
I think I was in the Bahamas at Club Med.
No.
That wasn't them?
No. I stayed in your house when you were there.
Okay,
You were in
Sam Houston.
Sam Houston.
Sam Houston, yeah.
Okay. She was up there. And so the other one, the third one said, "Oh, you can't come back unless Jane's here." Okay. Just meet him someplace else.
No, but then just partners in crime. We'd go water skiing all the time, and we'd go. I mean, really, that was it. And he didn't know I was married.
How do you not know? I thought your husband hung out
Well,
with
he
you.
didn't go to school. He was actually working, so he could.
And I didn't know that was her husband, and she never said anything about being her.
Mike Melton, yeah.
So we were.
And Cotto's husband was in my first wedding. And he came home so drunk, and he didn't even invite Cotto to come to the wedding. And she opened the door because Randy went to her house, I guess, after the wedding, and he said he fell in the door. So it's all very incestuous around here. Okay, go ahead.
So through the years, we've just hung out together, done things together. She'll call and say, "Hey, I need your help with this," and I'll come. I mean, I came from Midland, wherever I am, I'll always come, especially if she needs me. So
And some of his girlfriends / wives don't.
How many wives?
I've only had one.
One girlfriend?
No, one wife. No, there was lots of girlfriends. Thank God.
What he would tell me is, "You're not very good for my sex life." That's what he would
They
tell
always
me.
got jealous of her because I spent a lot of time with her. I'm like, there's nothing going on. She's my
He came
best
back
friend.
from Oklahoma one time when you were dating Karen,
Yes.
and he stopped on the way in to see me first to see when we were going to go water skiing. Oh my God, that went over like not well at all.
She lived further south and Jane was on the north side. I figured I'd just stop when I came in. What's wrong with that?
Oh.
But evidently logic was not one of Karen's strong suits. So,
I'm a home wrecker.
she's
Sean.
a wonderful woman though.
Karen?
Yeah.
Oh no, Karen, yeah. She was
Yeah,
really
yeah, she's a smart girl. She's a wonderful girl. We're divorced. That's why I like her so much.
Oh, so
more
this
now.
was the wife.
Yeah,
I'm trying to see if
was
this
the
was like
wife.
with the many
Yeah, this was-
girlfriends.
this- No, this was the wife.
Yeah. Well, she wasn't the wife then.
No, but she was in one of Jane's weddings too, or maybe a couple of them. I don't remember.
Well, yeah.
How many weddings?
How many weddings?
3.
My son was the best man at the third one.
Yeah. And he was 5.
5.
Yeah. Wade, his son, was the best man at my 3rd wedding.
What is the craziest shenanigan you two have gotten into that you can share?
Let me think of one that's not criminal.
Jane, which one comes to mind?
Well, this last one was pretty good, but that's a whole nother story.
We're not talking about that one.
Okay. It involved guns, but no, running guns, no.
No,
No, it didn't.
don't say that.
No.
That's
No
not
gun
true.
running.
ATF is going to be at your door tomorrow and be like, what is going on?
Trice was giving me the look
They
going.
show up at 4 o'clock in the morning and kick the door off the hinges. Just don't.
It would scare you, I know. It's okay. Now, what was the IHOP one, but not IHOP, it was, what was it?
Well, I don't know. When you were running for Congress that time, we
Oh, yeah, that was pretty wild.
went to some places that were a little shady. And
I called and we were going to go to Ed Couch Elsa.
Yeah.
And I said, I need somebody to go with me to Ed Couch also, because I'd go by myself, or Trisha would go, and I ran into Janie Luna. I said, I need a Hispanic, so I went and got Janie Luna. And I said, and Mike, I think you need to be carrying, because we're going to Ed Couch also. And I said, maybe. He said, I'll bring 2, 1 for you. I said, great.
For the record, most candidates do have bodyguards that
That's what I
carry
did.
with them.
That's
Yeah.
what I did. And I've done that more than once with her. Been her bodyguard.
She needs a bodyguard.
Josh says I need adult supervision.
Yeah, there was a couple of times we could have used some priests.
That's not true, Sean.
So you're at Ed Couch
What?
also packing.
Yeah, it was just a little. It was a little.
It was a
rough
pachanga,
area.
and
It was,
it's the
a little
only
rough.
place that I had one of those signs on my car. It's the only place it ever got stolen was at Ed Couch Elsa. And it was a pretty scary place. I mean, the only place I've been at Las Milpas down South McAllen, which is, you tell people that's a pretty scary place. Oh, no. Ed Couch Elsa, that's a scary place. That's a scary place.
It was a little rough.
Is it still scary?
Well, there's a really good restaurant there.
There is off of 88.
Gigi's?
Is that the one 88-107?
No. Gigi's? Is it Gigi's? Gigi's?
Gigi's maybe or something? I don't know. But
Two
it's-
Dykes?
I don't know. But there's
Well,
like
they
a
know they're
Walgreens
dykes.
nearby. There's like a Walgreens.
Gigi and Marty know that they're gay. It's not like it's a surprise to them.
Well, and they're really funny.
They are
When you-
super funny.
They're hilarious.
Oh my, they're hilarious. And Marty's about this tall. Seriously, she's
Mexican restaurant though, right?
no, it's really more avant-garde.
Yeah, really.
Oh, okay.
And they make the best pancakes, right, Josh?
And they love it when you come in there.
They love it, and they're always going to. And
Hilarious.
oh man, Marty gives me grief. Okay, the last time we were in, and she bought this Cadillac. It was one of the numbered edition Cadillacs, and she's about this tall. And so I said, well, do you think it's a Cadillac? Because Cadillacs raise their seat, if you're tall or short. And so she can drive it. And Trisha, which is crazy, she says, I want to go for a ride. And so she backed up, and the car goes, like, whoa. And I mean, she, makes it to Houston in 3.5 hours. I mean, because it
Wow.
hauls, and it's black.
It's a black wing.
It's a black one.
Ooh,
Corvette
nice.
Corvette engine, and it has the number on it. It's like, 118 of 300 or something.
Wow.
Yeah. So, but anyway. But no, I really didn't get him into too much trouble. I did scare you though. What's that restaurant that we went to?
That was an IHOP.
No, it wasn't an eye. It was used to be Shoney's, but it's something else then. The one where the I
Black
moved-
Bears,
No, it was on 10th Street where I moved the people out of the booth.
Denny's.
It was something like that. It was an IHOP or a Denny's or something like that. And there was a couple of rough-looking cowboys.
We can't. It was what 4:00 in the morning.
Yeah. A couple of rough-looking
It was just-
cowboys sitting in a booth, and there was no place to sit except at the bar. So Jane, being her polite and wonderful self, walked over and said, how about you two guys move up to the bar and let us have your booth? And I'm going, damn, I left my gun at home.
And these guys, these guys were really huge. Okay, they were
Yeah,
big.
they were big boys.
They were big
And
boys.
they were rough-looking.
And
And I was not.
Mike, when he was in college, was maybe this big.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's on a good day if you're looking at him straight on.
165 pounds.
I mean,
soaking wet.
he was. he was skinny, and so I was nice, and I helped pick up their plates and move.
Oh,
them.
they moved.
Yeah, oh yeah, they moved.
Wow,
And then-
Jane.
and he
And they,
he turns around and looks at her when we're sitting down. He goes, lady, you got more guts than a high diver.
I said, well, thank you very much. And then we sat down and went on with our lives. I didn't think that was such a bad deal. There was 2 there. We needed the 4. Made sense to me.
It was very nice of them to move. But it was
I think they were so
wow.
shocked.
Well, I know I was. I was pretty shocked myself. Like,
And so I haven't done anything too crazy with you. Except you bring you a check that says, what is this? But we shouldn't talk about that either.
Those are some stories. I think we still have like some non-disclosure sign somewhere.
So on the who's the asshole thing.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry,
So
we went way
I
off.
have a story y'all can decide if I'm the asshole.
Okay.
Oh, this
Well,
is a my
yeah, let's do
personal
you
story?
first.
Yes.
All right.
Occasionally I have lost my temper from time to time.
Not
No.
you. You're a little teddy bear.
Well, of course, but I mean it happens, even to the best of us.
Come on, get up here.
So
Come on.
went to Academy. No, it was Best Buy. Over it used to be down south far by the expressway. There was a Best Buy there. So I went down there one day and I was going in to get something and there was a parking spot right on the end where this car was coming out. And so I sat and waited with my blinker on and then they pulled out and they turned and then this car with Mexico plates comes and shoots in that spot. And she saw me. It was a lady. She saw me.
Uh-oh.
Had a gray pickup truck. And it was kind of maybe a little bit of a junker, not too much. But so I pulled up and I said something to her. And she turned around and gave me the finger.
Which one?
The middle.
I think it was the middle one. Um, you're so cute.
She is, isn't she? I love Celeste.
And so I was like, oh, okay. And so it's on the end, and there's nothing there protecting her car. So I pull up with my truck, I throw it in reverse, and I crash the quarter panel on that side of her car. And she was just about to walk through the door, and she turned around and looked, and I went, and drove off. So, who's the asshole? Probably both of us, but
Well, I think that's justified anger. I would
I
say
don't think it
not
was
the
angry. I
asshole.
think it was just a normal.
Revenge. What? I'd be angry if someone did that to me and then flipped me off.
Would you crash your?
But I
vehicle
wouldn't
into
crash
the-
my Tesla.
No. Well, it was an old beat up pickup truck with the beat up bumper. Something.
How many years
Did you
ago
leave
was
your
this?
insurance information?
Yes, left all that stuff.
No, they're from Mexico.
I left
Some
skin
paint.
marks.
Left some paint chips, maybe.
Well, I vote not the asshole.
Okay, I vote not the asshole. What do you vote?
No.
No, I think you were. I hate to say this, but I think both of you all were the assholes.
I agree. Yeah, I think so too.
I'll always stick up for you, Mike. You weren't an
I
asshole.
appreciate that.
Thank you. So there.
I'm a little hard on myself. So
You know what, Best
That's a
Buy?
little hard on me too. Evidently.
What?
I'm like Best Buy. Okay, was it Christmas time?
Well, yeah, I felt like I should give her a gift.
She's a season.
Oh
That
no!
was
Come
right.
on, Ray! Come on!
Yeah,
You did what?
I did that. I kind of felt bad about it later for
About a nanosecond.
yeah, a couple of seconds, but
Have you ever been an asshole, Celeste? You're not an asshole type.
Are you kidding?
You have how many kids?
I have-
25 kids?
I have 4 kids and a husband.
Yeah.
Of course I'm an asshole. Senior, come on.
But your kids like my YouTube.
They do. In fact, my oldest, hi Kenzie.
Yeah.
Jade, if you give her a shout out, she'll be like,
Hi, Kenzie! Oh my God, what is that? Oh, it looked like a balloon, and I thought, well, whose birthday is it?
It's,
You're stealing a pan?
yeah.
Okay, all right.
Is he an asshole for that?
No, Ray, no.
Oh, God, no.
No, Ray is anything but an
No,
asshole.
he's a sweetheart.
He's,
one of the more wonderful people walking around.
yeah, he's like the. We'll
Notice
accept
how
you,
they
Josh.
didn't mention you, Josh.
I didn't get that far yet.
He's like,
Yeah, yeah.
He's like, who's Josh?
Josh, yeah, no.
we don't. Josh doesn't have a last name, nor is that his real name.
No, his real name is what is his real name?
I don't think we
Well,
ever
I
asked
mean,
him.
we're not supposed to even talk about it since he's in the WIT pro.
That's
Witness
true. Witness protection. So he can be a Jason.
Like Jason Bourne?
Yeah, we call him Jason. JB.
JB.
Yeah, JB behind the curtain. Have you ever been an asshole?
He's like, let me count the times.
Not on purpose.
No, you're not an asshole.
Not
type. You're
intentionally.
sarcastic.
Yeah,
You're
but
sarcastic.
I wouldn't say asshole. I would say, I don't know. I've been petty before, but
that-
only if you push me to the breaking point, because I can take a lot and I can put up with a lot. But if you push me to the breaking point, I will get you back.
What is some of what's the worst thing you've done?
I can't say.
He can't say. Let's just say it was in another country.
And
And
my
I-
name was changed after that.
Yeah.
You know what? And I won't do that either to people that I know that they didn't mean it, but somebody that means it and they're coming right for me and they do it on purpose. Ooh.
Yeah, I've done that.
Like, I'm not saying this is, and I'm not saying which job this has happened at.
Hypothetical.
But I have done this at a job before. I do IT, so sometimes I call it weaponized incompetence. There's people.
Josh is going to use that. I mean,
There's
JB,
a lot of that going around.
weaponized
Yeah.
incompetence.
There's people that they'll weaponize their incompetence. Oh, I can't do that. I don't know how, and they'll do it over and over and over and over. So
When I-
finally, I just went and unplugged all their stuff, and then they really couldn't work.
It was during COVID.
I've done stuff like that.
I wouldn't say I'm
an
an asshole. I'm pretty nice, but
No, you seem nice.
yeah, but I'll get you back.
You'll get that.
I'll get you back.
I remember you were probably there in college when we had the rodeo days out at the Sheriff's Posse Arena.
I don't recall that.
And oh my God, I was president of sorority, and I had my pledge president with me. And somebody had done something at one of the games, and they were contesting it. And I said, okay. And he had to go up in this little booth at the Royal Roundup. The arena was down there. And I said, okay. Her name was Jennifer. I said, Jennifer, we're going to go up there. And I said, we are not going to say a word. I'm not going to say a word. And she said, okay. So we go up there, and we're just standing. I know you're going, how could you not say a word?
That's what I was
I didn't say a word. So I'm just
For how
standing.
long?
I was probably 10, 15 minutes. Because this woman was talking about how we had cheated in this game and all this kind of stuff. And I'm like, no, we talked. And so then I said, I did say, when y'all decide what to do, please let us know. And, and we'll abide by whatever the judges say. And then we turned to go and walk down the stairs, which were like this. And the announcer, who was Sam Saldivar, who was the president of the university.
The insurance
you were there.
guy, Sam?
He was president of IFC.
He was president of the. He was university. He was student
council.
president.
That's
Okay, and so he's like, and his wife or his girlfriend was in my sorority, and she was probably there because Judy ran everything, and so I said, just let us know. And we turned around and walked out, and Sam said to these two girls that were there complaining, I don't think I would push Jane down the stairs if I were you. They were getting ready to push me down the stairs. And I turned around and I said, excuse me. She goes, you are such a bitch. Well, Sam had left the speaker on. So it was going out. I mean, this was just like a bad movie. And it was going on, all over everything. And I said, you're such a bitch. And I said, you don't know me well enough to call me a bitch. Only my friends can call me a bitch. Well, that went over well too. And then she did something, and she started to hit me.
What?
I mean, she started to hit me. And so I grabbed her by the collar, and I grabbed her, and I was gonna slap her, but she had a really bad complexion, and I went, I don't think so. So I know that's awful. And I said, I'll see you downstairs. And then I walked off downstairs.
Is she from Edinburgh or she's
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Is she gonna see this?
I doubt it, because I'm sure that there's
Somebody there saw this happen. Is gonna have to show her this. We're gonna have like a I'm sorry, Jane, this happened.
some
Podcast would be great.
No, I mean, but I didn't hit her. I wanted to, but I didn't.
She didn't commit assault.
No.
That time. She had a little bit of a bad reputation. I had been there probably 6 months before I met Jane.
It was the best years of your life after you met me.
Never a bad moment.
And it was Pan American University, then. And so the newspaper, I think, was the Bronx. And I was reading about it one day, and there was an article about Delta Zeta and Jane Cross fixing the election. And when I read that, I was like, oh, this is somebody I need to meet. She's going to need me one day. And then she
for the
showed up at my
record,
house.
I didn't fix the election. I don't know how to fix the election.
You broke it.
No, I didn't do anything. I didn't break anything. I don't like to cheat. I don't have to cheat. Anyway, so now I did get kicked out of school.
For bad grades?
No.
Or?
They said I tried to run over one of the security guards with my car.
Jane Cross.
But I didn't. I should have. But I didn't.
She wanted to.
I wanted to. I had a lot of
Was it
parking.
the one off of like Sugar Road that would cross everything?
No, it was. This was the bookstore used to be at a different place. It was an old one, so it was right there. It was freaking raining cats and damn dogs, and so I don't park in a handicapped, but I parked in like a maintenance stuff, and so there was a security guard right there. I rolled down the window and I said, "Sir, I'm going to park right here. I'm going to run into the bookstore because I need to get something, and I'll be right back." And I was polite. And he said, well, I need to see your driver's license. I said, excuse me? I said, I'm just going to be right here. I'll come back. He goes, I said, he goes, well, I want to see your driver's license. I said, well, I want to see your badge number. He said, well, I don't have a badge number. I said, you want me to give you my driver's license and you don't have a badge number? I don't think so. That's not happening. And so anyway, it went from bad to worse. So he titled off. Meanwhile, Ricky Nahosa, another fraternity brother, coach, said, Jane, I have a parking place right over there. Come park over there. So I backed up. Oh, and he stood behind my car, so I couldn't move. So, being the creative escapee that I am, I pulled up over what is it, that concrete thing? I pulled my car up over it, backed around him, and you have to remember it was wet, and so when I hit the gas, it did a little fishtail. I guess maybe it scared the shit out of him, So, and then I went and parked, and then I went up to student government where Sam and these people were, and I said, "Oh my God, I need to report this guy. He was so rude to me. I mean, he was rude." Oh, and then he took a ticket. Well, I'm going to give you a ticket. And I said, well, okay. And he threw it in my back seat. I mean, I'm pretty polite. That's how I get away with all this crap.
Yeah.
And so, anyway, and so I said, I need to report him because he is awful. He was rude and just disrespectful. And Sam goes, Jane, you're always causing problems. Let it go. And then in April, I was on a school-sponsored trip for forensics because I was on the forensics team where I did speech and poetry and all this. And I was in San Marcos at a speech tournament, and my speech professor got a call from the university president and saying, Jane's been suspended till the end of school. Well, it was April. I mean, it's not very long. And so we're suspended. And I'd had a bunch of tickets. They suspended me for tickets. I had like 300 tickets. But I paid them all. They should have been giving me a plaque for keeping their trucks in working order. Anyway, so...
She was keeping the lights on. At the
Yeah.
I was keeping the lights on. Anyway, so back in... So then it's the best thing that ever happened to me that I got suspended. I didn't think so at the time, but it was, because I would have never graduated from the beach was too close, the river was too close, things were too close.
Oh my God.
It was just crazy. And so then I tried to go back and I didn't. So that's when I ended up going to Sam Houston, and he gets kicked out of my house for diddling 2 girls in my house. So there you go. There's how that story all went around there. So is he the asshole? We both like the asshole.
I met her in the spring. I was taking 18 hours. And every time I would see her, she would be with George, and they would be walking across campus going, "Hey, we're going skiing. Come with us." I ended up passing 5 of my hours that semester and failing the other 13 because I was always going with her somewhere. So after that, I had to be more in control of myself and study. And I went to,
I had to quit my job so I could do this with Jane. She didn't know that.
See, there you go.
You're such a liar.
I'm just kidding. Okay, Jane, well, I think that's pretty good for our first podcast, but I want you to wrap it up, and this is what I want you to do. I want you to just go around the room again, get everyone's closing thoughts, say your goodbyes, everyone say their goodbyes, and then tell everyone that they can write you, ask you about any topic, anything, and it's Jane, remember the name, at gmail.com.
Okay. Okay. I've been told to wrap it up by Oz the Great and Powerful. Josh, do you have anything to say?
No.
Jason Bourne.
We have to have a Josh cam.
We
do.
Oh, man.
No, Jason, no. I love it. That was perfect, Josh. It was perfect. We're sitting there. You're a beaver.
I wish people could see you.
Anyway, and so, do you have any last minute? Oh, thank you for coming. I do want you guys to come again because y'all are pleasant and we have good chemistry here, I think. This is really good chemistry. Or am I just...
No, this was fun.
Did you have fun?
I did. I learned more about Mike and you. It was so interesting.
Did she lie well?
I've heard so
She's
many
been in
stories about
politics.
Mike, and I'm like,
she's
who's this
been in
Mike?
politics for so long, she can just lie with a straight
She's
face.
really good at it.
I don't lie.
She looks sincere to me.
I do not lie. I speak the truth,
Yes, she does.
and I tell you what's on my mind.
That is true. That is true.
And that's why
Okay.
I'm curious.
Anyway, so thank you for
Thank
coming.
you for having me.
I think, this could be, I don't know what you're going to do, but maybe we can do this on a regular basis.
I'd love to.
Okay? And you, whatever you are to me.
I'm always one phone call away for you. As a matter of fact, my female friend that I have at the moment,
Oh, so you are dating? We gotta plug her in.
well, of course, but she gets mad because she always says, anytime Jane calls, you just go running. And if I want something, it takes forever. Like, and?
Jane's your ride or die.
Well, like I said, we've known her for 48 years, so we've just been close friends. She is, not that she's old, but she is my oldest friend.
He's not saying you're old, babe.
No, it's okay.
Yeah, she's my oldest friend. So when she says, hey, I need help with something, I'm like, okay, when and where, and I'll be there.
What do I have to bring now?
Yeah, what do I?
What do I need to do? I said a tactical gear would be good.
Yeah, tactical vest, like, oh my Lord, not again.
Zip ties, duct tape, we got
Yeah,
you.
we got whatever that is. And then Sean.
Well, I vote that our next podcast needs to be in the hot tub.
What?
Yeah, we need to do a podcast in the hot tub.
Can we wait?
Maybe not our next one, but we do
Someday.
need to know more than someday, like soon.
It's
Like
like chili.
outside.
That's why it's called a hot tub. You don't go in the summer.
Yeah, we do.
No, you go in the winter when it's cold.
We live in the
We're gonna do it
valley.
in the hot tub. Yeah, it's perfect right now. It's 64 degrees. We're gonna do it in the hot tub, and these cameras are on stand so they can go in the pool
Oh,
and
God.
just face in the hot tub. And I think that would make a great podcast.
The day
I vote
Jane
hot
Cross
tub
flashed
podcast.
everybody.
But the next one we need to dress up.
Dress
Everyone
up?
needs to wear like a costume.
No.
Or something. Yes.
No,
Yeah, silly.
no.
So you don't want to be fun?
How you? I have to wear something to be fun?
Well, if we're gonna,
Bite your tongue.
Look what you're wearing now.
Well, this is different. I don't,
She's like, that's everyday attire.
this is everyday attire.
Okay, well, if
my-
you're not going to
my-
take direction
no.
from the director, then I quit.
Oh, whatever. I don't accept your
Josh-
quitting.
Josh can be in it then because we can dress him up as a stormtrooper.
I think Josh should be the hostage every time.
That's it. He can be the hostage.
Well, that's why we need to do it in the hot tub so we can waterboard him. You look like you're about to get waterboarded, Josh.
No.
No. Anyway, and please, this is our first attempt. We probably won't get any better.
No, we will.
We will. And you can ask me anything. There's going to be Jane, remember the name, and there's going to be a section besides. What did you call it? Who's the asshole?
Ask Jane. Oh,
No.
am I the asshole?
Oh, are we going to do that one again, or are we going to change?
Well, there's am I overacting and am I the asshole?
Oh, okay.
Oh, my story worked in both of those.
And we'll think of other things. As
Okay,
well.
so, but
Ask some
also,
serious questions.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
ask for advice. Jane, you're great at giving advice.
Or ask for
Yeah,
some serious
anything.
questions.
They can ask any question.
you
they
can ask any
suggest
question,
anything.
suggest anything to me.
Topic that we can talk about.
That we can talk about. My email address is Jane, remember the name, @gmail.com. And you can ask it. We'll look it up. And if I don't know it, I do make things up. But I don't need to because chances are I've already done it once, or I know somebody that's done it, or I could have done it twice. And so I'll be more than happy to give advice. Actually, I've been giving my counselor advice.
Interesting.
I know, it's really weird.
Do
I
you
went,
walk out and give her the bill?
That doesn't surprise me.
and no, I know, seriously. I just had what do you call it, an appointment.
A session?
A session, that's it. A session with him about 3 or 4 days ago, and he goes, "Oh, Jane, I'm so glad to see you. It's been a month." I'm like, okay. Anyway.
You're entertaining.
Yeah, and so I don't talk doom and gloom, and so he was really happy to see me, and he gives me hugs. He gave me a discount. What counselor gives you a discount? I told him he could come and be on my little podcast too, and he was like, okay, he's real sweet. He's a real nice guy. So what else? Oh, but Ask Jane. That's going to be a segment called Ask. I'll try that again. Ask Jane, and that's me. And so we're going to say goodbye to everybody. Don't forget, if you do need storage units placed, there's Hide and Seek. It's right down the road here. So I'm plugging that. Hide and Seek, come see us. If you need places to store stuff that you don't want to see, come see us. So that's this. Oh, I'm supposed to plug something else. Oh, I'm supposed to plug this. I'm plugging. See this? I got this cute little hat at OK's, and I told Kay that I would say that I got this there. So I'm saying that I got this there. Thank you, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you laughed as much as we did, and I will see you next week. Sayonara.